Durin's bumhole. It's me, Bimblin Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Agamaur from Eriador. Cool. Did the introduction right. Woo! Great start.
Are you prepared to leave?
Are you prepared to leave? Good. We must go at once. I fear time is running short for our young Eglain friends. Just one thing I want to add is I think there's a Lowland quest that I have. Ooh, I missed this one. Defeat Galrip. Or perhaps he gave it us the end of... Yeah, he might have give it us at the... We're going into Garth Gawain, so I'll keep that one off. But I think there's another one. Yes, this the Shattered Past will, because that's set in Garth Gawain, so we may as well pick that up. Okay, right, we'll travel now. Usual thing. We'll go with Radagast somewhere and try and keep him out of trouble.
The Gaunt Lord Ivar spreads corruption through Agamaur, the Red Swamp, raising a host of evil to do the bidding of Agamaur.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. Radagast. We must go west to the Aglan encampment. Elsa and Eriak will be waiting, and I can better attend to the corruption from there. The power which continues to corrupt this swamp is terrible, but we may not have to face it alone. The beasts tell me there are shades of Emmeline's kind which dwell here, and may be convinced to aid the Aglain. I do not know why they do not remain with their own kind, but at least they have not brought harm to the Aglain. Now, we must hurry. The very trees scream in pain. I must see what I can do to help them as quickly as possible. Follow me, though I cannot promise aid, for I fear I will need all of my strength to face Ivar the Bloodhand. Okay, Radagast. Lead on. Oh, I'll just take this out. It's just going to attack us anyway, isn't it? Especially seeing as Radagast was just going to walk right past it. Well, let's get stuck into these before he gets here. Kill him. You as well. Where's Radagast? Oh, he's having a chat to Mr. Fox. Ooh, you. Trying it on, eh? Well, Mr. Awakened Tree, you were in for a bit of a surprise there, weren't you? And you, Mr. Creeping Red Roots. Oh, we've got a fox with us now, have we? Don't know where Radagast has gone, but I'm sure he can take care of himself. Where is he? Oh, he's gone over here. Doubtless chatting to someone else. Oh, he's a bog prowler. Get back! Remember, we have got a bog prowler deed. Oh, he's going to have a chat to Mr. Frog in a minute. Let's sort this out. Stop knocking me back! It's annoying. Have a chat to Mr. Frog. A fine day? Bloody awful. Do your stuff, Radagast. Do your stuff. Nice one. Yeah, wise. Come on. You want some? Well, you're going to get some. Yes. You like that? Come on. It's at you three and all. Oh, no, it's a rabbit. Oh, I remember this. First time I did this years ago, I was rather hoping that the fox would eat the rabbit. And Radagast would turn around and be like, you ate the rabbit. Oh, we got a squirrel now, but I'm going to have to kill these before he can chat to the squirrel. Whites, come on. So they're quite good, these instances, actually. They bring a load of mobs towards you. So it helps with things like deeds and everything. Like, see, we've got a shed load here of whites. Start killing towards deeds, since we've got to kill about 120 of them. Danizen, I think he's on our side. Is that right, Radagast? You want to get in? Right, we'll speak to Danizen then. Use my special shade accent. Nevan orders me to hold my post, and I must obey. He's our commander. I am under his charge, as are my men. Honour binds us, even greater than the curse of Iawain ben Adar. I will not forsake my commander, though he is so very changed. I cannot disobey his orders while he remains. If thou wishest to fight, thou must entreat with Nevan. His seat is to the north. So, right, the ancient tower there, that's where, like, Radagast has gone with his little pets. And he's left us to defeat Nevan. Now, Nevan's round the corner here. Obviously, there's a few trees and stuff in the way. Let's just bring them over here first. Now, because we're in an instance, we shouldn't get a shadowy wraith. From what I've seen, they don't turn up in instances. So we're a bit freer to kill things. Yeah, give him the treatment. Right, so I think Nevan is around here where these stairs are. Possibly right on the top there, I think. So we're just going to go up here and start killing them. Tell you, you'll soon see what I'm trying to accomplish when my hammer crushes your skull. Yeah, bring it on. Do you understand now? Whee! Right, I think we have to go back to Radagast now. He's around here. Or do we have to talk to... No, we have to talk to Dannison again. Let me get my phlegm up. A white, a fell creature of Agamaur. How could I have not seen this? So long have I lingered in this swamp, cursed by Iarwen Benadar to bring the salvation or the destruction of the Red Maid, she who dwells within Garth Agarwen, a power now under the influence of the Gaunt Men. I was blind to what Nevern had become. Now I shall make amends. Now we shall make our battle and strive to fulfill our cause. Oh, looks like we've still got a bit of fighting to do. Oh, Radagast has decided to join us. Hey, this is pretty cool. I feel like Aragorn leading the dead to the Pelennor Fields. Tally ho! Come on, lads. Let's kick some ass. Any luck, we'll run into some dark waters. We better kill a few of them. Oh, it's like we're going through this way. Nah, it's just box standard whites, I think. Oh, it doesn't seem to be letting us join in. There's something else we've got to do. We got to kill these, right? Like it. Crevane. Oh no, in fact they're on our side. Those ones are on our side. Sorry about that. Oh, here's Dannison, he got up here. And I think I've gone the wrong way. I've got to follow these guys. Oh, and here's Ariak, I think. Oh no, sorry, it's Elsa. There's Ariak. Wait till Radagast has finished telling them off. Speak to Elsa the Bold. Knights of old. We were beaten. There was no way to hide this. This Ivar commands the water, the whites, the forest itself. He cannot be beaten by my meagre force, and I fear there is something far more terrible within the ruins to the north. I know there is little time before a great evil spills forth from Garth Agarwen. Our only hope is Radagast. Only he will be able to stop this Ivar. Please go to the gate of Garth Agarwen with him. Stop the Gaunt Lord Ivar. We'll do that. We'll speak to Radagast when he stands still. Hurry now. The Gaunt Lord Ivar is not far from here, near the gates of Garth Agarwen to the north. He may not reveal himself immediately, so we may need to draw him forth. The way ahead will be difficult, but do not give up hope. We shall triumph this day if we do not lose heart. Righto. Let's go. This clown. Got a good old grasping hand. Always good for a laugh. Die. Another one. Lead the way, Radagast. Lead the way. Here are some dark waters, so hopefully. I don't think they're in Garth now. We'll see. We might actually get some. Yeah, I don't think they went towards our quest there, did they? Which is a shame, they should do. But they don't. Headbutt. It's cool for a laugh. Headbutt a water spirit. Ivar, enough of this. Show yourself. Here he is. Look at this goon. Remember the barrow? Oh, come on, Radagast. Let us have a bit of a go. Ah, crap your pants. Well, he's just ran off. What a pussy. That creature commands great power, but against a heart full of hope and trust in one's allies, such power means nothing. Thank you for your help here, my friend. We have done well this day. Ivar spreading corruption is stayed, at least for the moment. I must return now to the Agamaur encampment and help end this evil forever. There is more that you ought to do here if you are willing, but we will not speak of such matters now. So we've finished that. This is the instance. Shall we return to the Agamaur encampment now? Yes, we shall.
I came too late to Bree, and too early to Weathertop, where beyond my aid, the Witch King and his minions attacked Frodo, wounding him with a Morgul blade. Thankfully, Aragorn was there to save him.
Thank God for Aragorn. That's a beast. Okay, so we're here in that place that we came during the instance. That, what was he called? Danazen. He was here, but now he's stood up there, along with Elsa the Bold and Eriak the Strong. Yes, you've guessed it. It's a good old quest hub. So, Eriak to Agamaur. So, it was a quest from before, so we'll turn this in. You come from Frederick, then you are welcome. There are many threats here against which you will be able to test your strength. Right, let's start picking them up then. Angmar's Day.
Will you let me speak my piece?
Prove yourself fit to help rid us of the armies that are being raised here. The strange creature, Ivar, has the power to summon evil spirits and instill them in the remains of the dead, of which this swamp is not lacking. We cannot let this happen. This evil cannot be allowed to grow in power. In the southwestern reaches of Agamaur, there lie many ruins teeming with wights. Lurking in those ruins, there must be the gaunt men who command them. If you kill the gaunt men protectors, the curses binding the wights might be broken. I do not know if this will succeed, but it cannot be a bad thing for creatures such as the gaunt men to be removed from the enemy's service. I agree, Eriak the Strong. Cutting off the hand.
Will you let me speak my piece?
Bimblin, there is a terror in this swamp leading the dread foe here. Raikor remains in command of the White Army, and they are not broken. According to Radagast the Brown, he is one of Ivar's most trusted minions. Slay him, and the Whites will be without guidance. I have no doubt you will find Raikor skulking in the ruins beyond the Whites' camp. Since you have proven able to slay his underlings, he will be more cautious and make you come to him. Be wary, but do not delay. This threat must be brought to an end. And Deadwater.
Stay and hear me out.
Your presence is welcome, Bimblin. I fear for my people's safety. The old ones you brought to our aid foray against the enemy in their efforts to find the Red Maid they speak of, but they cannot hold back the great tide alone. In the eastern reaches of Agamaur, the water itself has risen up, as though it has taken on a life of its own. Creatures of water, which we call gloom water, attack us with little warning. How is it possible to fight the waters of the swamp? I do not know, but I would have you try. As they swirl up from the depths, they pull with them ancient tokens of Rudour and Arthurdane. Bring me these tokens as a sign of your efforts. Oh, you don't believe me, eh? I don't know. Elsa, the bold. She digs
What do you
holes
need?
in the middle of the ground and sits there quite contented. Thank you again for your aid, Bimblin. You should now speak with Radagast the Brown. He is waiting for you within the tower, here in the camp. Radagast knows how to treat a female impersonator. Here we go. So he's in here, Radagast. First time I did this years ago. Took me ages to realise he was actually in here. And remember the frog and the rabbit and the fox and everybody else that he picked up? Well, they followed him in here. Because there's nothing more natural than having squirrels, foxes, rabbits and frogs in an old drafty tower. Radagast, oh boy. Oh, I'm stood on your box. Yes, yes, this shall do nicely. I shall remain here and help the Agline fight against Ivar. I cannot allow innocent creatures to be used for such evil purposes. So, ooh, we've got stuff. Scavengers lot, that's a light armour, so it's not really good for us. This is heavy armour. Is it better? That's better than what we've got, so we'll keep that in mind. Ring of the Agline. That's better than what we've got. Bracelet of the Agline. It's better than one of our bracelets. And that's just a one-handed sword. I think we'll use the scale boots. 50 armour. Yes. And the most expensive. So we'll take that. Oh, will we? Oh, this ring. I'm not particularly bothered about. Agility, however, might be helpful. No, I'll take the boots.
I must bid you
The
farewell
Agline
for
and
now.
our Arthurdane allies were able to stop Ivar's forces, at least for the time being. I am needed elsewhere and must bid you farewell for now. Now go, for Elsa wishes to speak to you again. So we get Frederick's thanks. That's nice. Let's have a look at that. Is it any better than what we have? If I can... Oh no, I picked that up and I speak to Elsa. No. Still get that wrong. Still get that wrong. Door open. Out we go. Woohoo! Up the dancers. Oh, Eriac's got something to say. We'll chat with him after we've chatted with Elsa.
What do you need?
You have done much to help us keep this foothold in Agamaur, Bimblin. Thank you. If we are to hold this position, we will need supplies. Bring this letter to Frederick and this pack to my sister Hannah to let her know I still live. She is alone now, and I worry for her. To the south is a passage back to Agamaur, the southern reaches of the Red Swamp. From there, go west, and you will find your way back to Oscaroth. Hurry back and inform my people that all is well, for the moment. Do that. In fact, I've still got to go to the skirmish camp, so... Dead Rising.
Will you let me speak my piece?
Bimblin, the threats all about us are too great for this meagre number to suppress. We require assistance in any form it can be given. You have already been a great help to the Agline, and I pray that you will continue your assistance. The western stretches of this poison land teem with creatures long dead, now stalking the ruins. It is not fear that drives this request, but an instinct to survive. These creatures must be destroyed. Enter the swamp to the north and west, or even some smaller sections of the east, and destroy the wights who have so recently stirred back to action. So it's just a general kill wights quest, that. Somebody else has got his... Oh, Danazan. Oh, he's got loads. Quest Hub City. Thou hast freed me and my brethren, Bimblin, and for that we owe thee a debt until we have been released, or the world is righted. It was the Angmarim and the hillmen of Rudaur who caused the bloodshed which corrupted the maiden. They are to blame for our curse. The time has come for retribution. My brethren to the south must be made to understand. They must be brought evidence of the evil. Go to the Radaran camp in the northeast of Agamaur, and gather for me the satchels which the hillmen carry. With thy help, they shall learn of our corruption, and they will remember our curse. All right, vengeance comes. Long have we awaited our chance to strike down the men who caused the destruction of this land. Now the time draws close where we will fulfill our duty and end this curse. We shall not end the curse and nothing else. We seek out vengeance. We will deliver unto the descendants of our enemy who still feed hatred and sacrifice innocents to this land. Tarry not, deliver this vengeance. The hillmen are gathered again to the east and north. Strike them down, show them that our memories are not gone, and we do not forgive their actions. Vessel of Purity. Perhaps thou hast heard whispers of the Red Maid. She was once an innocent creature, but was twisted long ago by the war which raged between Agamaur and the North Kingdom. Now the very land has fallen to the Red Maid's pain. To heal that pain we must first bring innocence and beauty to her sanctum. Before her fall, the Red Maid would use an urn to calm the waters. The urn is in the west, guarded by Ivor's minions. Retrieve the urn, then travel to the southeasternmost part of Agamaur. There seek out a natural altar. Thou wilt know it when thou hast seen it, for the wretched Darkwater will guard it in force. Fill the urn with water from that place, and return to me. And we've got somebody else. Is it what's it again? Back to bloody Radagast again. Come on! This back and forth crap. Sort yourselves out. Oh, he's got 4 quests. In your travels through the swamps, did you happen upon a squirrel, a small red fellow? He should have returned almost a fortnight ago. We'll keep an eye out for him. Follow note.
I fear there is little to be done.
This is the most terrible day for all of us. I have learned from Dannison that the swamp was corrupted long ago during the wars, and the continued corruption is a work of a creature he calls the Red Maid. I glean that this Red Maid was once one of the gentle river maidens who fell to the terrible corruption of her lands. Her hand now destroys all that it touches. Alas, there is a great horn here, Gloomleaf, that has been swayed by the Red Maid's grasp, and its hatred stirs the other Huorns. Sadly, this old and great creature must be destroyed. I am sure you will find Gloomleaf somewhere to the northwest amongst the other Huorns. You must put this poor creature to rest. We'll do that. Grimbark's Reclamation.
I have a tale to tell you.
Good dwarf, will you stay and speak with me a moment? I will tell you a sad tale and ask a favour of you before you go. Long ago, a kinswoman dwelt by a lake in a land lush and green, where great fields of wildflowers and ancient forests once grew. The tides of war swept through, and the waters of the lake ran red with blood. The lakelands decayed and became the Red Swamp, and the kinswoman the Red Maid of Agamaur. It saddens me, but I do not believe that either the kinswoman or her land may be saved, but at the least some part of the land may be reclaimed. A great tree once grew there, which was called Oakenbark. It is twisted and corrupted now, but if it still produces acorns, they might be used to bring new life uncorrupted to the old forest. Go to Garth Agawen to the east, and fetch me the seeds of the tree that is now Grimbark. Next quest, Merciful Release.
So, it has come
You have
to
done
this.
quite well thus far, Bimblin. I am impressed, and I am not often impressed by a mere dwarf. I find your kind often lack the sense that my little friends here possess, but you have shown a greater understanding. Thank you, Radagast, I think. I need you to do something which I shudder to ask. The corrupted horns and their shepherds, the bog lurkers, must be destroyed. I can sense there is no reclamation for these poor creatures. The horns and the bog lurkers dwell to the northwest. It is a terrible tragedy, but I see no other course that would be more merciful. I am also greatly concerned for whatever this corruption is. It was not the work of Ivar the Bloodhound. Okay, and we've got one more left. The Tainted Living.
There is great
Your efforts
evil.
here in Agamaur are commendable, my good dwarf, but perhaps not enough. The very swamp itself has been corrupted. By corrupted, I do not mean decayed, for that is simply the natural progression of life in such places, but rather evil has seeped into the very essence of Agamaur. If you would, return to the swamp and gather the bark from the tree stumps. I must collect something of the living things that inhabit Agamaur if I'm to discover how Ivor corrupted this place. There are many bare stumps northwest of here. I should warn you, because of the corruption here, you should not traverse Agamaur alone. We'll be fine, mate. We'll be fine. Don't you worry about it. Though it is pretty tough, I will tell you. I'm not telling Radagast that, because he'll think, like, we're scared. But I'll tell you, dear viewer, Agamaur is pretty tough. So is Garth Agarwin. We'll see how we go on. We're actually playing a champion. And they're normally, you know, a bit of a hard ass. Right, we're going to go back to Oscaroth. Have a chat with Hannah. May as well do it now. I don't want to be going back and forth later. So we'll do it now. And then I'll show you the way back in here. So I've got to chat to Frederick. No. Not supposed to get on my horse, can't I? Get on my horse. I'm not sure if there's sort of a quick way to get back. There might be a quick travel back, I'm not sure. Book 2, Chapter 16. Agamaur secured. Well, I wouldn't say that.
I don't know anything, I'm sure.
My sister is well. I am very pleased to hear this. What is it you bring me? Thank you so much for bringing this to me. I fear for my sister, for the swamp is a threatening place full of terrors. But I know what she does is for the good of the Agline. Now I suppose you should take Elsa's letter to Frederick. We'll do that. Frederick, old boy.
What can I do for you?
Crossing the swamp is not easy, Bimblin. You have shown remarkable courage. Ah, yes. Elsa confirms as much in her letter to me. She speaks quite highly of you. I will begin preparing a shipment of supplies for Elsa and Eriak. So we'll get Frederick's thanks. Oh, that's much better than the one we've got. So we'll just pop that on while I think. On. Go on. And these scale boots can go on. I'll flog the rest. Get rid of this crappy lockbox. God, I hate them. I'll open these while I think on. Can I use that one? Oh, I can use this one. As a scholar. I think that's it. I'll flog the rest of this off camera. And yes, so we've got plenty of quests to be getting on with. I'm going to leave it here. The reason being, I will show you the way back. To one, I'm going to Breland to go to the skirmish camp. I'll do that off camera. And two, I'll come back here and we'll start here next episode because I'll show you how to get into Agamaur. Obviously, when Radagast took us in there, we didn't see the way in. So I will show you the way in. Okay, right. So that is it for this episode of Lotro. So I hope you join me next time for more adventures of Bimblin Bloodaxe, Blade of Renown. But until then, this is me, Catweasel, saying toodaloo. Flip 'em off, Bimblin. Whee! See you next time.